Bearcat Coaches Show, Week 4, Bulls Restaurant in downtown Long Beach. As you can see, we got a special show for you tonight. Last Friday night, we took a tough loss at home, and the homecoming night, 33-20 to Van Cleve. Wasn't present there, but I'm sure there was something going on. But in reality, every goal the team set for the year is still intact. We haven't played one district game, and we all know, especially all these guys know, that district games are the only ones that count. So let's see. Let me introduce some of the lovely fellows we got here tonight for your viewing pleasure. We got Jase Neale, the captain. We got R.J. Johnson, Camron Matthews, Elijah Robinson, and De'Allen King. You've heard their names on the loudspeaker. You've heard their names here on the show. So we're going to get first word insight from these guys on how the season they think is going. All right, fellas. First of all, my first question is, what do you think of the season so far? What can we expect as fans to see in the upcoming games?
I think we just need to finish games. That's what I think we need to do as far as going into it.
I think mainly like a lot of games, especially versus pass and stuff, after halftime, we got in our heads like, oh, we're good, we're comfortable, and then we don't finish through. We got a lot of problems not making key plays in the backfield on defense, offense. It's all of us. We don't lose one side of the ball. It's not defense, not offense. It's all of us at once. And it's like we just got to finish through plays and we got to fix all the small things.
Man, I've been saying almost every week, if you take 3 or 4 plays out, you win the game.
Yeah.
So like see 3 or 4 plays that kind of can get you. Anything else, fellas? No, the younger guys are trying, not talking too much.
They're just here for the.
All right, here you go. Most of you guys have played at least this year plus previous years. How would you stack up this team compared to teams you played on in the past for Long Beach?
I feel like the teams that we played in the past, some of us now that's on the team has like a winning mentality. Some ain't used to winning yet, so they still not on to that level that some of us would be on.
It's hard to teach. You don't feel it. So everyone's got to believe in that. Anything else?
Yeah, I feel like the culture has changed definitely significantly from last year, for sure.
I would say on the way up, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys look like
Yes,
you play
sir.
hard every week.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you feel the biggest area of concern is? And I know you talked about this a little bit. The biggest area of concern and what we really got to tie up before we hit into district. Any one thing, or is it just lot of little things here and there? I know you guys mentioned a lot of little stuff here and there.
Being selfish.
Selfish?
Playing as a team.
Just like I said earlier, it's mainly the little things. We don't finish through. We get cocky. There's a lot of problems when we get into it. We argue a lot on the field. We seem to be fine through the week at practice. We got all the brotherhood we need. We look out for each other, and then we get on that field. We get heated. This last week we had homecoming. We had kids doing stupid stuff while rolling. We're not being able to play for half the game or the whole game. It's just we got a lot of small things that we really need to fix on the inside with us.
De'Allen, you're big. There you go. Go ahead, buddy.
And also, just us doing our job, and in general, everybody just need to do their job, and everything will be good.
That's what football is really a position spot. You got to do your job and let everyone else attend to their job and things work out. And what you got, RJ?
Yeah. Basically, offense and defense. Basically, we just got to finish drives, play as a team, work as a team, and do our job.
All right, based on that same thing, what do you think the mindset is? Are we motivated still? Are we kind of disappointed because we're 1-3, ready to show these doubters what's really going to go on over the next couple games? I mean, what's motivating the team to do this?
I think we're still good. Everyone's, they're upset we lost all these other little games, but district hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Nothing's truly happened to our season. Those were just a couple warm-up games. Mainly we just got to get ready for district. That's where we got to show out.
Yeah, like he said, it hasn't even started yet, really. So
yeah, look, too early.
It's getting started.
Too early to fade it in when you haven't hit districts. What up, De'Allen?
I'm gonna just say, we're not at our full potential yet, so I'm just ready to show them.
Yeah, I think we're all ready to show the doubters. You hear it all the time. Sometimes in school, oh, same old, same old. It's not the same old, same old. You guys show flashes of brilliance. You see it. If we could just put the whole game together, I think it should be something special. That brings me to the next part: team chemistry. I mean, this is a point of a team. It's an overlooked component that a lot of people underestimate. How important team chemistry is for a winning program. Everyone's got to be on the same page. Everyone's got to believe that the next person next to them is going to do everything they can to make this happen. So I know you mentioned a little bit here and there. As far as let's say, material players. I don't want to call them anything less than that. Material players, your core group. Strong chemistry there?
Yeah, like we got a lot of chemistry. We got some new players that starting, some players that didn't play last year that is now to play, but they coming along real good and coming along to play as a team and work as a unit.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned a couple of the younger kids. Handy played a big 24. He's a lot of energy and things like that. A couple others. I was mentioning to Coach, and I don't know, you guys are probably too busy to be watching the show every week, but a lot of the new players that come in, you guys got a lot of new starters on both sides of the field that really are seeing in their first varsity action. Not just talking about Geist, but you got Johnny and Tyree, guys that maybe have been second string JV players. Now they're taking the big role and playing real well. I think once you guys join together and everyone's on that same path, I think it could be lights out here.
Yeah, we got guys coming a long way.
Yeah.
His first year starting, always behind K's shadow. He getting used to it, getting some contact.
Who is that? No, we don't.
K.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah. But he getting used to it, getting some contact, getting the ball out quick. He just doing his thing.
Yeah. And did you guys expect that out of him coming from this year? I mean, we talked about that on the last show, being first varsity start, sophomore. I think he's playing pretty good, along with everybody at this table is playing pretty good.
Geist is playing like a rock star, honestly. He's playing so good. He really
I always knew he could do it. He just didn't ever believe in himself.
Yeah. Guy, she's always been a shy person, but he's came a long way.
Like I said, leadership like you guys, that's what takes it. You guys are all doing your thing out there. All right, I know we had the oatmeal incident, and I'd never seen, or never really, I didn't even know what it was when they first brought it out. I just saw the little carrying case that you had, Camron. And I know that brings the team together a little bit, little backdoor humor or whatever you guys have. Is that the only thing you got, and anything that you could tell us on camera? Anything else that kind of gels the team, some weird, goofy things that you guys got going on behind the doors?
Well, we have a Naj. I mean,
Careful with your answers there. Careful with your answers.
whenever we're down or something, he'll just come in and say something goofy, and everybody be back, positive energy, trying to come back into the game.
I mean, sometimes it's an outside force, because I know a couple of years ago, and I'm just talking about Austin Barker was sick. We used him as joining the team together, sort of like that offer. Everyone's against us. We're sticking together. Also, Toot's mom. Anything outside of that, is the negativity drive you guys to be better, or do you even hear it? In school or outside, something like that.
Also, the only person I hear on the field is my mom.
Yeah.
The loudest person.
Yep.
I talk
No
about it
doubt.
all the time. There could be 1,000 people there,
Yep.
and you're still going to hear your mom,
That's
'cause
the
it's-
only person.
Yes,
I
sir.
hear.
Right,
I know.
because it's like being out late at the night. She can just walk out the door, and you can be 5 blocks away. She says, "Delijah," you're like, "Oh, I gotta go." That's the same thing, and I know that exactly. All right, any athlete, no matter what age it is, always wants to be successful. What is the motivation individually that you guys have to make you go out and give everything you got every night you're out there?
I mean, my motivation is my oldest brother. He is now in the NFL that play for the Giants. So I talk to him every day, and he tell me he ain't gonna give up on me.
There you go. So you got insider stuff. That's awesome. What about anybody else? What drives you guys to go out there?
I think that my motivation is my Papa John. You see right here on my hat. He passed away last year, or actually I think at the beginning of this year, and he was like my number one fan. So it's just been kind of a driving force this season to finish it out the way that he would want me to finish it.
Yeah, make it proud of him. That's what I was saying. Some outside forces. You got anything, RJ?
My motivation would be the brothers on the field and my family.
For me, it's always been, I've always had this love for football. I've been playing flag football since I was 4 years old, and I've never stopped since. I love that feeling when I just crack somebody, lay them out. I love the abuse. I know it sounds weird, but I've always had this love for football, and
It's legal. It's legal abuse.
Yeah.
It's like I can finally
easy
go out
way to
and
take out your
somebody.
stress. And
I know you got some anger in you too, Allen. You can't tell me
yeah.
you don't. I see you out there on that field. Finally, I ain't getting in trouble for this hit.
And also, I really love the brotherhood, being able to come over here and just make all these new friends. When I first came to Long Beach, I was welcomed with open arms. And when these guys came up as freshmen, they was the goofiest little dudes you'd ever meet. They was never serious,
Not the out.
but when you got to know him, man, you love him, man. You'd do anything for him.
Good hard work ethic. You kind of enjoy that.
You love him.
Anything, Dion or Elijah? I know you talked.
I mean, sometimes when I be ready to give up and quit, the only person that come to my head is my mama.
She can get you to do just about anything.
Anything.
Moms have that power.
Something that motivates me is like just wanting to do good, not just wanting to be at McDonald's flipping patties.
All right, that's. I was going to mention this later on, but since you kind of just brought it up, you know, Long Beach, I wouldn't say has been a powerhouse in football. Is that a little bit of driving force that's for you guys to say, look, we started it, we turned this around. You know, we want to. It's just not a cupcake anymore. You're not going to come into Lance Lumpkin Stadium and think you're just going to walk over as easily. You're going to have to fight for the whole game. I mean, I know that. Just bragging rights or just toughness, you know. Whether you may not win, you may not lose, but you know when you come in here, you're gonna have to fight.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way to go. What do you think about that? You want to be that first dog to go, you know, get that ring at Long Beach? I don't think it's ever been done in Long Beach history, as far as I know. Not football.
I mean, we want it.
Yeah.
We want it, but we gotta work to get it.
Yeah.
It's always nice to get the first one, right?
Always.
Yeah. No one can take that away from you. All right. Let's lighten it up a little bit. All right, I got a couple things. Every team I've ever played for or been associated with, there's always some type of characters on the team. You know, there's the jokester, the guy who wants to play tricks on everybody, you know, maybe steal your gear, something like that. Let's talk about some of the guys out there without getting it too ugly, you know what I mean? So what would you think? Who would you say would be the class clown or the team clown, the one that wants to play around all the time? You know,
That's Arnaj.
Phyllis, give us some stuff that maybe Arnaj might have done. Yeah.
Like today after practice, we always in the locker room. As I was putting on my chair, I was talking, and Arnaj just turned around and said something. And it was just out the blue. And you can't take him serious.
No.
Like, you can't get mad to take him serious.
It'll always be when you're doing something and you just say like the most random thing. You just have to stop for a second.
You'll be sitting in your chair, and next thing you know, he's coming up to you on his knuckles like a gorilla, just saying the craziest things you'll ever hear. And it's out of the random. There's no reason for it. It's just
it has nothing to do with anything. You don't even know where he came up with it.
He makes the craziest faces, the funniest, voices he can do. It's just out of the blue. It's never planned, nothing.
Yeah, when you're running those gassers and it's like the 10th one, you're like, oh, and then he gets you to laugh and you kind of makes it a little easier.
That is our knowledge.
Yeah, we all need that, you know. All right, what about the team parent? You know, they're always the one that makes sure we're going to do the line and do the right thing.
My boy, Camron Matthews.
He did say when he walked in he was like an old man in bed at 9 and stuff like that, so maybe he keeps it going. Anything? What about, all right, well, Mr. Serious maybe along the same line. Anyone that's really never jokes around. You know, Mr. Serious always down and ready to go. All right, come on, fellas, we got to be out there 5 minutes.
That guy, we miss him, but he ain't with us no more. Francisco. He was the serious one on the team.
Johnny's a little bit too, you know. He don't joke around too much either.
Yeah, Johnny don't joke around.
He does just get his work done, you know.
And now, who's Mr. Laidback? Like, it could be, 2 minutes left in the state championship game. You got to either make it a first down or you got to stop him from getting a first down. And this guy's acting like it's a day at the beach.
Andrew McMillan.
Fat dude.
Andrew McMillan.
Fat dude. Jaron Evans.
I say pun.
Who?
Pun.
That dude a pun, yeah.
All right, and you said Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other captain that's not here. He's sick at home, so hopefully that works out for him. All right, let's change gears a little bit since some of the coaches are standing off camera here, and Coach Bankston came in with a splash tonight. What do you think about some of the additions Coach Pygott made to the staff here with Coach Brady and Bankston? I mean, RJ ain't got anything to say about Bankston right now, do you? Because he kind of, got you a little wet there.
I'm going to just say welcome.
Welcome
to the family.
What do you think about Brady's offense? You think he's got it going right spot?
Yes, sir.
Come on, fellas, it's your chance.
Man, I love his offense, but I won't lie. When he first got here, that man was weird. I love him to death now, but when he first got here, he was quiet, and you'd be working out, and you just see him over there just watch. But I love him to death now. He's so much more open with us now, but.
Part of the family.
Yeah, he's a big part of the family now.
Anything? Yeah, what do you got, RJ?
I have to say, though, with his offense, we can really put some points up if we actually work together.
Definitely.
Anything else? Anything defensive-wise, Bankston or anything?
When Coach Brady first came, I looked at him and I said, this guy again. He looked like another Pickett to me, but he just much nicer. So I clicked faster with him than what I did with Pickett. Cause last year I gave Coach Pickett the runaround.
I gotcha.
We've had our fun times, me and Elijah
Definitely.
Robinson.
It's part of the growing process, right? You gotta try them out. All right, let's see. All right. Everybody on the team's usually got a guy that they're close to. That, you know, maybe when they mess up, you're on the field, you miss a tackle, and you know you're down, and there's always one guy that can bring you back. You know, get you pumped up. Maybe he's gonna come over and smack you in the helmet. Maybe he's just gonna say, "Man, you suck." You know, but just get you refocused. And there's some people that you don't ever want to see when in that situation. You know what I'm saying? They come near you and you're like, "Oh, get away from me." So, who's that guy for you guys?
Elijah.
Elijah's the man for you? What about you, RJ? Who's that guy that can kind of get you in the right spot, right frame of
I
mind?
have to say, my man Andrew McMillan.
Andrew. And you better listen to him. What about you, Cam?
I'd have to say my boy Deon over here. You know, last year me and him came into a hard year. You know, coming up as middle linebackers, and me and him have just been so close ever since. If we do anything wrong, we're always in each other's face. You know, get it right and get your head right. You know.
Yeah, like some people can come at you differently.
Yeah.
You know, he could grab you and yell. Somebody's going to make a joke to get you out. You know,
Yeah.
they know you personally that way. What do you got, Elijah?
I mean, it's a few. Even though me and D'Allen fuss a lot sometimes, D'Allen can. Geis, after the game Friday, I was upset in the locker room. Geis kept telling me he need me, come on. Geis, you got handy. If I act up, he act up. So I got to stay straight for him. You got JR, you got Cam. Almost the whole starting offense and defense.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get that gang mentality, you know what I'm saying? You start getting crazy and everyone jump get crazy, you get nuts. What about you, D'Allen?
I also want to say Camron and JR, because they were like, "Hey, bro, let's go get it next play."
All right, I got to
That's
ask you
all we
about
can
one
do.
question because I get to see you guys walking around campus and stuff like that. What about Jalil? Yeah, you see the man walking around in the hallway, and I'm just like, this guy's on the football team. But me and Coach talk about him all the time. Then he gets in the game, and it's highlight reel after highlight reel in there, dealing with the big boys. I mean,
It's
what
like
about?
Pun, they can't block him. Pun is unblockable.
Yeah,
He too
might
short.
Be short. He play around a lot, but once it's time to get down and if he hit the line, hit in between the fields, he got the heart of a gorilla. Is what he got.
amazing.
He a man.
I
on
would have
the field.
never thought, like looking at him and knowing him even from before, I would never thought, does he have short man syndrome a little bit? He gets a little angry out there. You ain't gonna play with me like that.
He gonna handle his business.
don't even care, yeah.
He ain't going for it, but
Swim move's deadly.
he gonna
yeah.
play. He ain't gonna get mad. He gonna play in between the lines.
All right, one more. You guys go offense, defense sometimes, and you head up against your own teammates. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the one you always look forward to heading up against? You know.
D'Allen.
And who's the worst one? You got one. I want this matchup, and the other one's like, ooh, I'm not really sure I'm ready for that one.
I hate going up against Andrew.
Andrew,
Yes,
does
he's
he man-child you, or you?
man-child's anybody on the team. He's bigger than everybody.
That usually helps. All right, what do you think?
I gotta say, I like going up against Pun.
Pun, gets your workout.
Man, that's hard. I'd say the hardest person I've ever been, that's ever stood me up pretty well while he's coming off a freaking pass is I'd have to say Elijah. He's the funnest person to hit on offense right now. He'll hit you as hard as he can. He's my favorite one to hit.
I like going up against Cam, most definitely, because he gonna bring it to you and he gonna make sure let you know I'm coming.
Yeah.
But other than that, as far as being scared to go up with anybody, I like going against everybody.
Yeah.
Mostly the O linemen.
Seriously.
D line actually. I said O.
I would like to say I like going up against Devon, cause he just got so many tools that he just used, and I'm just you just gotta get him down, and
He won't stop. He'll keep moving.
yeah.
And look, just what you guys were saying, you never really mentioned someone you're looking to dominate. It's almost someone that's going to challenge you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which is really, for good teams, that's what you need. You want to find that guy to challenge you instead of taking the day off. I want someone that's going to make me work.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering, do you ever hit Elijah, Cam, when it's a one-on-one? Because I don't see many people hitting him. It's usually pretty elusive. I want to know if you really get a good smack on him once in a while.
I get him when he's mainly in the backfield. That's about it, though. If you let him free to the field, man, he gone. That's about it.
Uh-oh, we got a rebuttal?
Wait. To change that up, one person that I never want to go head up with is Arnage. Arnage might be linky, but Arnage is big body. He hit me in the air one day and knocked all my breath out. I will never go against him again.
So as a jokesman, he still got some lick, huh?
He got some.
Oh yeah.
All right, last question, fellas. When your time here at Long Beach is done and over, what would you hope that people talk, like when they say, hey, Jase, or when they talk about RJ, what would you hope that they would say about you? You know, when you're done and you're gone, what would your legacy be about? Like, what would you hope that they see from you, and what would they continue to say about you?
I hope that they would say that I'm a pretty good leader, and I do everything on the field as good as I do off the field.
I want to be remembered as like that guy who was like the nastiest hitter on the defense, and that one weird kid that carried around a pink bucket full of oatmeal. You know?
I think you got that solidified.
Oh yeah.
Already.
I want to be remembered as a hard worker, never gave up, and never complained.
Once I graduate, I really don't too much want to be remembered. All I want everybody to know was once I hit the field, it was game time.
Feel that.
I just want to be like remembered as like someone to look up to, not just like a leader, you know. Be like, hey, we need the Allen on the team, you know. A leader, once again.
And that was kind of what we brought back from last year. We had so many seniors, and that, you know, were at the starting spots that did pretty well for themselves. And then even Coach was saying, when you have people that raise the bar to there, that next group wants to raise the bar a little higher.
Yeah.
And I think with the five of you and Andrew and the rest of the leaders on this team, I think it's good news for the Bearcats going forward. You know, like you said, legacy is about hard work, doing the right thing, raising that bar. You know, you guys from the receivers and everyone from last year raised it up. Now you guys want to push it a little higher, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. Well, I'll be the first to tell you, I enjoyed watching you guys play this year. And last couple of years, I think we should get, you know, like we got a great team, inner nucleus, just based on what you guys say here. Let's turn the ship around. Let's go show these non-believers that we're here still. Don't matter, right? District's coming up. That's the only thing that matters.
New season, new
That's
season,
it.
district.
The only season, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right, fellas. Well, again, thanks a lot. We'll see you on Friday night, and we'll take a halftime break right here. We'd like to thank Bull's Restaurant in downtown Long Beach for hosting the Bearcat Coaches Show every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Bull's Restaurant, downtown Long Beach. Welcome back to Bull's Restaurant, Coaches Show again. As you saw in the first half, we had the players on this week, which is awesome because it truly is their game. So it's good to hear what they have to say. As we get into the second half, we're going to start. I'm going to try to get Coach to talk about Gaucher a little bit. That's the district game coming up, not next week, but the week after. We have a bye week coming up to get the kids ready. So let's see, Coach. Let's see how long this lasts. What are you going to tell us about Gaucher?
Let's see. You know, here's the thing with Gaucher. They have a tremendous amount of athletes and a very talented football team. They're well coached. You know, they're going to do some wing tee things out of a spread offense look again. You know, saw a little bit of that with Van Cleve. You know, Gaucher is going to focus more on using their speed to get out on the edge, where Van Cleve was more kind of, you know, right in your face. You know, you know, defensively, Gaucher has, you know, one of the best players on the coast. You know, if not the best player on the coast on defense. You know, tremendous athlete. You know, he's somebody you got to know where he's at on the field all the time. You know, he's not the only one. You know, they got some great DBs. Their defensive line, very large. You know, we got our work cut out, but it's district play. And, you know, if you want to win the games that matter, then you got to bring your A game every week. And you know, our team knows that that's the task at hand, and they're excited for it. So
let me ask you this. I know we got a bye week right before district play. Do you like that, or would you rather have it a couple games in?
no, I love it. You know, and when we, you know, I had a chance this year to you know, rework the schedule, and that was one of my big focus points. You know, you want the players to understand there's three seasons. There's, you know, you've got your preseason, you know, your non-district games, and then, you know, we kind of go into a bye week, and then it kind of lets you reshift your focus. And, you know, now you're into the games that matter. And then, of course, once you hit playoffs, it kind of starts 0-0 again. And we talked about that today. We said, look, all the records prior to this, it doesn't matter. We're all 0-0 entering district play, and that's what they judge. The ultimate goal is win district, make playoffs, and we're sitting right where everybody else is. We've got to make sure that we learned our lessons from non-district play, and we got to make sure that our focus is there moving forward week in and week out. And we saw what happened when we don't necessarily have a week of focus. We got to be able to eliminate those distractions and really hone in. And after today's practice and yesterday's practice, really like where we're at right now. So.
Oh, that's awesome. And like I said, with the kids talking earlier, it seems like the leadership's there on the team. They look like they're ready to go.
Right.
Get to heal up a little bit, maybe if you got a little nagging injuries and things like that. And I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think your goal, any of the goals you guys had or the team had, was to go undefeated.
Right.
So really, all the goals are still left. You could win
absolutely.
district, and that's probably what most teams have as their first goal is to win district and then challenge in the playoffs.
Definitely.
But okay, so remember this week we're off. I did know that the football team is getting together to go follow their band.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I heard that.
As much as the band supports us, and we have, I have a wonderful relationship with, Coach Mangum and our band. They support us so much. They don't just come to the game because they have to. They want to be there. They work so hard, and they're putting the same hours we're putting in, if not more.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I want our players to understand and see. And they know, they know these guys. And matter of fact, we got 3 football players on the band, and that's a unique thing here to Long Beach. I've not had that deal before, and it was an opportunity. I heard they were playing at Milner Stadium, and that's right down the road. And I said, hey, let's bust the team out there and show our support. And I think it's, I think it'll be a great day. I'm excited for it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just to show them the support or whatever, anybody in the team,
Sure.
All right, well, Coach, thanks again. Like
Absolutely.
I said,
Yes,
got to
sir.
start the streak off against Gaucher, get that first win for that district streak, and we'll roll from there.
Yes, sir.
See you in 2 weeks. Bearcat Nation would like to thank ABC Pawn and Jewelry, Pineville Road in Long Beach, for sponsoring the Bearcat football program.